divine beings, peace, love, abundance, blessings. My name is AstroPapi, and this is an occult channel for empowerment, spirituality, and just tuning into yourself and radiating at your highest self through self-love, compassion, and understanding. Now, the affirmation that I'm getting for this collective message is the universe always gives a second chance. Life always gives a second chance. Stop being hard on yourself is what I am hearing. You have spent enough time looking back at your past decisions, at what you could have done differently, and you have already integrated the lesson. In life, yes, we go through pain, yes, we go through grief, and certain karmic relationships that we go through, for example, in love, in friendship, at work, it's not that we're suffering out of punishment. It's that we're understanding a lesson of what does not serve us, of what we do not want. And when we don't honor ourselves or advocate for ourselves or speak for ourselves, and we look back at those experiences, we wish so badly that we can go back in time and change that. But let me tell you something. There's a second opportunity coming your way right here, right now. In Egyptian philosophy, in Cometics, in ancient Egypt, the sun was seen as a new life and a new birth. The sun, every time it cast forward, was a new child being born. And as the day beamed and the sun was at its maximum, that was like the middle of life. And as we descended into the evening, that was an ending. Every single day is an opportunity to change your life, yes. But to be more specific with channeling here, I keep hearing the message, the universe is giving you a second chance. Stop beating yourself up. You took in the lessons. For some of you, the universe is giving you a second chance with love, with somebody who is going to honor you. But I'm hearing that you need to be comfortable with a love that you have been praying for, being comfortable with vulnerability as well. For others of you, a second chance with a work opportunity might be coming forward, maybe a work opportunity that you were afraid of taking in the past. So I'm seeing a visual of a ship coming forward, and the Five of Wands is telling me right now that perhaps in the past you let other people get to you. You let other people get to your self-perception, how you see yourself, your self-worth, and your value. The Five of Wands is usually dealing with conflicts that are people just trying to prove a point. It's not conflict with real intentionality, but more so somebody just trying to make you feel a certain way about yourself that minimizes you, and maybe you internalize a lot of external voices. For some of you, this could have been a particular person. For others of you, this could have been a parent. And okay, you took in that thought pattern, you took in a way of seeing yourself that wasn't real, that wasn't true, and guess what? The Ace of Cups comes forward. You're learning from it. You're learning how you have sold yourself short, but you're not forgiving yourself. You're feeling like so much shame, so much guilt. And what the universe wants me to tell you with the Ace of Cups is that you have learned the lesson. Give more honor to yourself for the wisdom that you have now. Sometimes painful experiences are opportunities for us to grow and learn. And when we apply the lessons that we go through difficult relationships, through difficult experiences, through moments that we regret, once we apply the understanding of where we could have honored ourselves more, that painful experience takes on a new shape and a new form as applied wisdom that you can bring forward for yourself and you can teach unto others. So have no shame, have no guilt, have no regret. Don't look into the past as to what you wish you would have done differently, or how naive you were for trusting somebody who maybe didn't have the best intentions for you. All of that is coming to a close. Remember that things don't move linear in this world, they move in cycles. And as we have solar cycles, lunar cycles, planetary cycles, astrological cycles, We are being offered very soon, I'm hearing, a new opportunity. So be open and identify with the new you. Identify with the future you that you are calling in, that honors, loves, and respects you. And in every decision that you make, ask yourself, am I honoring myself by being in this? Am I honoring myself by saying no or by saying yes? Am I honoring myself by taking this chance? Take the decisions that honor you and say no to the connections, to the people, places, and things that don't bring honor to you, that dishonor you. The universe wants you to forgive yourself. The universe is not punishing you. I keep hearing the phrase, I didn't know better and I wish I did, and now you do. And with the Queen of Swords, it also feels like your boundaries have increased, your standards have increased, who you want in your life has increased. You also care less about what people think. And that's very important because it doesn't feel like opposition has changed. Like when we first started the deck, right? We were with the Five of Wands and now we're with the Queen of Swords. It's not necessarily that these negative people have changed or the negativity that these people has brought onto you has changed. Perhaps these people are still stuck in their ways, but with the Queen of Swords, you're learning how to no longer identify with how people treat you, what people say about you, or how they're deliberately trying to make you feel. So really, really honor how you're reclaiming yourself. And the universe doesn't want you to continuously punish yourself, chastise yourself, shame yourself for the past, because a reset is coming forward. And this reset is major. I get the sound of snapping fingers right on my face. Be present for new opportunities. Be present for the things that you have been praying for, because they're coming forward now. I'm getting the presence for some of you of Archangel Michael. The next two cards that we have are the Four of Wands. I get new love. I get the experience of new love with somebody who has the same level of maturity and understanding that you do. And I get somebody who has also gone through relationships that didn't feel good. So you're going to be with somebody who has the same level of compassion and understanding that you have. So don't settle for anybody who doesn't have clear communication. Don't settle for anybody who doesn't have the same level of empathy and compassion that you have, because it really feels like new love is right around your corner. You won't look for it. It will find you. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. I do get that for some of you, people from the past might come forward. This could be a parent for some of you. For others, this can be an old friend, an ex-partner, but I just get the strong feeling of you just being ready to know. I don't need to prove anything to you, and you can't change the way that I see myself, the way that I experience myself, and the way in which I show up for myself. There have been maybe months, for some of you years of stillness, of reflection. Maybe things haven't been moving forward in the speed you have wanted them to with the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords is the card of rest. The Four of Swords is the card of reflection. And it feels like there has been a pause. Things have slowed down. There has been a lot of solitude. There has been a lot of stillness for you. But that's also coming to a close. And with the Knight of Cups here, I'm hearing, be ready to be vulnerable. Be ready to be open to new friendships, new relationships, new work opportunities. Be ready to be outside of your comfort zone. I get the feeling that you might have really become recluse. Maybe you stay at home a lot, but in that time alone, I feel this energy of figuring out ways to empower yourself, figuring out ways to get yourself out of negative thinking. And the final piece of negative thinking that you have to release is punishing yourself. And what you have to step into is self-forgiveness and self-acceptance. We learn through experience. There are moments in our life, For example, karmic relationships. These can manifest as romantic relationships, as friendships. Karmic relationships, karmic ties, karmic connections are where somebody isn't meant to last long in our life. They might bring some pain, they might bring tension, they might bring friction, but ultimately they teach us more about what we don't want and align us to what we do want. And they enhance our values for the people that we let in our life and the ways in which we allow others to treat us. So you have matured, you have developed, you have built discipline for what you allow and what you do not allow. And maybe you feel like your borders are very strong and tight right now, and that's okay. You don't have to open them up for just anybody, and you don't have to open them up right away, even when you see green flags. But what I'm hearing is be receptive. It'll be a gradual buildup for new opportunities. We have the King of Swords upright, and it feels like you have the wisdom to build connections. You have the wisdom to make new decisions. The Eight of Cups comes forward. If you had the power to walk away from negative situations, if you had the power to let go of negative ties, of old ways of being, of old habits, of old vices, why can't you allow yourself to receive now? You have done the letting go, which is the hardest. But the last part of letting go that you need to do is the self-forgiveness, the self-acceptance. And then the openness to new experiences, to new opportunities, because the universe is giving you a second chance. Stop beating yourself up. Get a little bit out of your comfort zone. Your routine might be a good routine, but be comfortable with it shifting a little bit. Start doing more things that you love, but I'm getting outdoors energy. Do things that you love outdoors. This can be museums, galleries, nature, hiking, lunches, dinners with yourself, with a close friend. It doesn't have to be anything hyper climactic. It can be the most subtle, peaceful things that just bring you into a new groove, a new energy. Be open to receiving. The hard parts are over now. And one of the hermetic principles that is stated in the Kabbalion, and the Kabbalion is a book of spiritual principles that make up this universe, which I highly recommend. I'll add a link down to the book below. One of the principles is that there is an equal amount of duality for everything out there. For as much negativity that you experience, you will also experience the same level and magnitude of positivity. The negativity is over. Now, open yourself up to new connections, to new people, to new places, to new things that elevate your frequency, that don't take from you because you've already dealt with that, but that truly elevate, nurture, and inspire you. All right? So I hope that this reading was a service to you. My name is AstroPapi, and I do offer private readings. If you would like to book one, how to do so is on the about below. I am also on social media if you want to follow me on social media. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. And remember, the universe always gives us another chance. So long as we're alive, we have a new opportunity to evolve, elevate, grow, and become new. So your era, your time to change, to glow, to level up, to find joy, to find peace, to find love, to let joy, peace, and love find you is right here, right now. Peace, love, abundance, blessings, y'all.